What's going on, everybody? FJC here, back with another finals video, and today what I got for you guys is a recoil tutorial, and the only recoil tutorial you will ever need. So without further ado, let's get right into the video, and majority of what I'm going to be showing you guys is going to be in the practice range, so you can follow along and practice if you want to. And just before the tutorial actually begins, I want to let you guys know on the left side of my screen, if you haven't noticed, but I'm sure most of you have noticed, I'm going to be showing you guys my keyboard and mouse inputs, so that when I'm describing what I'm doing, you can actually follow along and physically see how I'm moving. And everything I'm mentioning about recoil in this video can be applied to every single class in the game. So the fact that I'm showing you this recoil pattern on light, it can be applied to medium and heavy as well. With all that out of the way, let's get into our first topic, which is going to be analyzing and understanding the recoil of the gun. So in the finals, there are two different recoil patterns that you want to focus on. There is the hipfire recoil pattern, which is pretty much bloom, which you cannot control. So this will always do its own thing pretty much. You can't really control that. And the second one you want to focus on is the aim down sight recoil pattern. So you want to just stand at a wall. It can be any random wall in the firing range, but go up to a wall, aim down sight, and just hold down mouse 1 or R2. So as you can see, the recoil climbs to the top right and kind of evens out, which brings us to the next topic or tip in the video, which is going to be physically controlling the recoil by going the opposite way. So once again, you're going to see that the weapon goes to up, right, and kind of evens out. So what you're going to want to do is go the exact opposite way. So you're going to want to go down, left, and kind of even it out. And you're going to see my inputs and what direction my mouse moves right now. So I'm going to aim in and I'm going to control it. And I'm going to do it one more time. Aim in, control it. One more time. Aim in, control it. And now I want to show you guys recoil control on the Lewis gun. So you're going to do the exact same thing. If you've never used the Lewis gun, you're going to walk up to a wall, you're going to aim in, and you're going to let the weapon do its thing. The Lewis gun has a lot of horizontal recoil, so it's going to go right, left, and then back right. So you're going to want to do the opposite. You're going to want to go down, left, right, and then back left. So I'm going to aim in, down, left, right, left. And you can see I'm not the best at the Lewis gun. I'll give all the credit to my boy Duck because he's the #1 Lewis heavy in the finals, but you could see that the recoil is pretty much staying in the same space, and I'll do it again. So I'm going to let the weapon do its thing. It's going to go right, left, right, and I'm not even going to let it finish. You guys kind of get the idea. So I'm going to go down, left, right, left. So down, left, right, left. And you can see that the weapon's kind of a little spread. Like, the recoil isn't perfect, and that's because I haven't mastered the Lewis gun yet, but I'm sure the more I use this weapon, the better I'll get at it. And I just want to give you guys one more example on the medium build, and for this example, I'm going to be using the AKM because the FCAR's recoil pattern is super easy to learn and understand. So you're going to want to do the same thing. You're going to aim in, shoot at the wall, holding mouse 1, not controlling it. You're going to see it's kind of like a backwards S. So it goes up to the left, right a little bit, and then back left. So you want to go down to the right, back left, and then back right. So you're going to go down to the right, back left, and back right. And you can see that it kind of stays in the same area. Now, the further the distance, the more you're going to have to pull down and control. So for example, if I flip over to this wall and I'm going to want to control recoil, you could see that if I'm not pulling down all the way, pretty much my entire mouse pad, it's not hitting very accurate. And this is a better wall to show you on. So you could see the bullets are kind of all over the place until the last little bit. So just remember, the further you are away from your target, the more you're going to have to compensate for your recoil. And lastly, I want to show you guys a physical example of me controlling recoil while you can see my mouse arm move and just see how it reacts. So I'm going to walk up to this wall again, and I'm going to let the gun do its thing. And I'm using the Lewis gun because this gun, I believe, requires the most amount of recoil control in this game. So again, you're going to go down, left, right, left. So you're going to see me aim in, down, left, right, left. And it's not perfect, right? I don't normally play heavy, so it's not perfect. But the more I play the Lewis gun, the better I'll get at it. Left, right, left. And I believe the Lewis gun is the best gun to practice recoil control now that I've actually used it a bunch, just because it requires the most amount of arm movement. And the last thing that I'm going to discuss with you guys is recoil smoothing, and in my opinion, this is one of the most important aspects of recoil control. And to put it in the simplest terms for you guys, so you guys don't get confused, what recoil smoothing is is you moving in the opposite direction of what your mouse is doing. So if this target is going left, I'm moving right from the target. And if the target is moving right, I'm moving left from the target. So in the range, I want you guys to focus on this final sign right in front of the target shootout, whatever you want to call this. Turn around and look at this sign and pick a letter and focus on that letter. For this example, I'm going to use the N in the middle of finals. Aim down sight, and you're going to want to move your mouse the opposite direction of what you're moving. So if I'm moving right, I'm going to want to keep my mouse moving left. And if I'm moving left, I'm going to keep my mouse moving right so that I can focus on the middle of that N. So now I'm going to show you on the targets. If you tie in everything that I taught you in this video, so the perfect target to practice on would be this front guy. I'm playing light, so my character is a little short, but you're going to want to track him. And whatever direction he's moving, you're going to move the opposite way. So for example, he's moving left now, so I'm going to aim in and I'm going to move my mouse left, and I'm also going to control the recoil. And the further you go down the line, the harder it's going to get to control the recoil. So the more you're going to have to compensate for the recoil. So for example, I'm going to try to spray this guy down. I'm also not using the best weapon for this as it's the MP5, but I'm going to try my best to spray this guy down. And I got him to 1 HP, and then we'll go this way. And once again, I'm going to show an example of me shooting that further moving target. And of course, this isn't the best weapon to do this with because you're not really going to be spraying people this far away with the XP54 or MP5. But the harder it is, the better it is for you to practice. And one tip I can give you guys while practicing recoil smoothing, I'm going to show you another example, is pinging the target so that you can follow its movement perfectly. It helps a lot. Rather than just looking at the dummy, you can kind of track the ping itself and get used to that to get used to the speed and then focus on the target. So one more time, guys, I'm going to show you an example of recoil smoothing on the further moving target. I'm going to wait for him to reset just so it's easier for myself. And then I'm going to move the opposite direction of he's moving. So he's going to start moving left. I'm going to move right and move my mouse left. And as you can see, the XP54 isn't the best gun to do it at range. So now that I have the FCAR, which is a pretty easy weapon to control recoil on, as you can see, the recoil just goes up and to the right. I'm going to show you guys recoil smoothing with the FCAR. And this is the reason why you may be getting beamed so often by FCAR users. It's a very, very easy weapon to control recoil on, number one. And number two, when you add recoil smoothing onto it, the weapon becomes nearly 100% accurate. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you took away some tips from this video that'll help your gameplay improve in the finals. And if you guys have any questions about the finals or recoil control itself, please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I'll answer everything that I see. And if you guys want to see me play the finals live, head on over to the first link in the description. That's my Twitch channel. I'm live practically 7 days a week. Majority of the time, I'm grinding the finals ranked. That's everything from me for today, guys. If you guys could do me a solid and drop a like on the video if you haven't already, and a sub to the channel if you haven't already, that would be greatly appreciated, and I may even give you a little smooch. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Much love.